What's going on, guys? It's Steve.
Are the Los Angeles Lakers better without Kobe?
They're 6-4 right now. This is the best start that they had in a long time. Are they better without Kobe? Yes and no. The thing is either way, at that stage in Kobe Bryant's career, he couldn't do what he used to do. And as much as I hate to say that, he could not carry the load like he used to be able to. That happens to everyone. One day it'll happen to LeBron, and etc., etc. So yes, in a way they are better without Kobe for building for the future. Think about it. Now they have Jordan Clarkson doing his thing, D'Angelo Russell. Last night against the New Orleans Pelicans, D'Angelo Russell had 22 points on 9 of 16 shooting. And Jordan Clarkson had 23 points on 8 of 12 shooting. And Louis Williams, he played well as well. 21 points on 9 of 15 shooting. So all of their guards are shooting well. Even Julius Randle had a solid game, 8 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists, really close to a triple-double. Timothy Mozgov had 8 points, shooting 100% from the field, and 5 rebounds. Nick Young shot 5 of 8 from the field for 15 points. So their entire team is playing well. Brandon Ingram shot 4 of 7 from the field, 10 points. Tariq Black, 3 of 5. Everyone was shooting well from the field last night. Larry Nance Jr., 3 of 5. Thomas Robinson, 2 for 2. The entire Lakers roster was shooting pretty good last night. Extremely well, actually. It shot around 55%, which is good. So are they better without Kobe? For the future, yes. They can continue to build on. I don't think Jordan Clarkson or D'Angelo Russell are franchise players. They're solid role players, but they're not franchise players. That's kind of obvious because in this situation where there's no superstar on this team, if any one of them were a franchise player, they would be doing what Anthony Davis is doing, averaging like 30 or at least close to it, or really crazy numbers, So they're not franchise players, but they're still really good players. Don't get me wrong, but just not. I don't think they're all-star caliber either. I just think they're really good role players on that. They could be really good role players on a contending team, but they can't be the leaders of the team. So the Los Angeles Lakers, man, 6-4, and the New Orleans Pelicans fall to 1-9. Anthony Davis really scared everyone yesterday when he left and then came back in with that back injury or whatever. He had 34 points on 13 of 26 shooting. That's crazy, man. This dude he's averaging like 30 and 10. It's crazy. Just absolutely ridiculous. And if you look at the players he has, Dante Cunningham, Amir Seek, who, by the way, I actually think he's a pretty solid role player, Etwan Moore, Tim Frazier, Alexis, Ajinka, Buddy Hield, Langston Galloway, who was on the Knicks last year, Solomon Hill, Terrence Jones, Archie Goodwin, Drew Holiday, who was solid in Philly, but I don't know what happened after that. You know what I mean? So this is why Anthony Davis needs to request a trade ASAP and get up out of there. He needs to get up out of there ASAP. It's not a good thing, man. It's not a good thing. Jordan Clarkson for the season is averaging 15 points per game. D'Angelo Russell's averaging 16. So yes, the Lakers are on the right path. Now all they need to do is get a superstar. Maybe Anthony Davis would work there. Think about it. They already have a great young core of guards in Nick Young, who's a veteran, and then you have D'Angelo Russell, you have Jordan Clarkson. I'm like all over the place now. I was doing so good until this point. They have a good depth in their backcourt, and even Julius Randle's there, Timothy Mozgov. So imagine and Brandon Ingram, imagine if they got Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis to the Lakers. That would be crazy. Just think about that. That team probably wouldn't be a contending team, but they, in terms of, championship, but they would be a playoff team. No doubt about it. This team is already a playoff team probably. And the Utah Jazz are as well, So, anyway, ESPN, they did it again. ESPN came out and said that, they listed all their top players, and of course they didn't even put Melo in the top 10, but that's not the point. The point is they have, this is their order: LeBron, Steph Curry, KD, Kawhi, Russ, and I think Harden. That makes no sense. Stephen Curry is a great player. Recently, I have been praising him, but he is not the second best player in the world. He's not. Kevin Durant is. And it's not even close, in my opinion. And a lot of you guys agreed with me on my other video when I talked about it. It's truly not even close. Kevin Durant, it's just on another planet than Stephen Curry. And LeBron's on another planet from Kevin Durant. So it's not even close at all, really, in my opinion. And I don't see why people are even, why it's even a debate for ESPN. What makes you think that, Stephen Curry's better than Kevin Durant? I don't get it. Even now, Kevin Durant's the number one option in Golden State. I know they say he's not. They say, whoever's open shooting, to be politically correct. But let's be real. Kevin Durant is the number one option. Who's scoring the most points? And it's not an unfair situation because Stephen Curry shoots and makes more threes. So technically, he should be scoring more points, but he's not. Kevin Durant is, and there's a reason for that. Who's impacting the game more? Rebounding, even on defense. Exactly. Kevin Durant, I know neither one of them are great defenders, but they're solid. And Stephen Curry's really improved. But Kevin Durant, it's not even an argument. Kevin Durant is the second best player in the world. Stephen Curry, I'm not sure. I know he's top 10 definitely. There's no question about that. Most likely top 5. Probably no question about that either. But in terms of ranking him with, Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure because James Harden is really underrated. I mean, yeah, he's not a great defender, but neither is Stephen Curry. And I know sometimes his defense makes him look bad because, he just stands there and watches and lets people drive by him and stuff. I'm talking about James Harden. I understand that, but I mean, the way again, I was doing so good. The way he impacts the game is crazy. I mean, literally every level, he's like LeBron. He's literally like LeBron. And he goes to the free throw line like freaking 10 plus times. This guy is elite. Without him, the Rockets probably wouldn't even have a win. Just like without Anthony Davis, the Pelicans probably wouldn't have a win. They're 1-9, guys. 1-9. If he leaves, they're not even gonna win 10 games. That's crazy. That's how bad his team is. That's how bad his team is. I feel so bad for these stars that, it's, you want to know a double standard. I'm not gonna go in depth on this, but just real quick, I'm gonna touch on this little quick double standard. It's funny that when Anthony Davis is on a bad team, it's he's wasting his talents. He should go somewhere else. But when someone else, I'm not gonna say his name, not even gonna say his name, but when someone else is on a bad team, it's he sucks. He's not as good as he used to be. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to leave it at that. No names are going to be said. Let's go on to the next topic before you guys start yelling at me. Carmelo Anthony and DeMar DeRozan, that game last night. Wow. First of all, Carmelo Anthony had 20 points in the first half. He only had 11 in the second half. I really wish he would shoot more, but at the same time, I was happy with the way he was playing. And I know it's going to sound strange because we lost, but I was happy with the way he was playing because he was passing a lot. He was finding the open man. Let's say Derrick Rose, this is what the Knicks like to do a lot. They like to do like a little off-ball pick and roll or screen, and then Melo switches, and then whoever's on Melo, Derrick Rose will pass it to Melo at the high post around the wing, right? And then from there, Melo will face the basket, either get real low. When he gets really low, he's going to attack. When he brings the ball up behind his head and he faces the basket like straight on, he's looking for the pass. Kristaps Porzingis will curl or something. Or one really nice play that I liked was they did that, and then Joakim Noah set a screen for Porzingis, and Porzingis was wide open in the corner. They did this twice, and he knocked down both of the threes. But besides that, him and DeRozan were going at it, man. I mean, damn, dude. First of all, let me say this. DeMar DeRozan is so freaking elite. He's so much stronger than he was last year. Even their coach was saying that. What's crazy? DeMar DeRozan, I think the Olympics being with Carmelo and those two really being and Kevin Durant obviously, but being with Carmelo because all of them were like, we really look up to Melo the way he's leading us, and I think that really helped him out. Because look how his game just elevated. This dude, I think him, Michael Jordan, and 2 other players that I can't remember right now are the only players in NBA history to score, I think it's 30 points for 9 out of their 10 first games. I may be slightly off on that, but it's close to that. You know? So that's crazy, man. This guy is... I'm about to get a freaking poster and put that on my wall because this dude is amazing. He's blowing my mind. Wow, man. I mean, last night I saw it firsthand. You know, usually I'm skimming through games because there's so many games on, but dude, last night I saw that full game. Melo was beasting in the first half. I was like, okay, he's going to drop like 50, you know? And then DeRozan was struggling in the first half, right? And then DeRozan comes out, starts in the third quarter. He had like 13 points. He was going in. He was hitting fadeaway jump shots. He was driving to the basket. That and 1-3 on 2 people. Did you see that and 1-3 on 2 people? This guy is amazing, man. Toronto, you guys should be happy. You need to keep him. Keep Kyle Lowry. Get some solid pieces around him. Keep Valanciunas. I love Valanciunas. He's a great player. Keep that other dude that you guys got also that blocked Carmelo twice. And he also blocked Porzingis. I don't know his name. But Melo tried to drive on him. He blocked him. And then Melo did it again. And he blocked him again on 2 different plays. Then he also blocked Porzingis. I don't remember his name. He's like really, you know, like a sort of like an afro. But I don't know. It's weird. I forgot his name. He's a pretty big dude, though. Yeah, so they need to keep him as well for defense. Keep Valanciunas. Keep DeRozan. Keep Corey Joseph. Keep DeMarre Carroll. And they didn't even have DeMarre Carroll yesterday playing defense on Melo. You know, and I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference, let's be real. But I mean, you know, so if they can just get some more solid role players, this team, they can take that next step, man. They really can. You know, I don't know, man. That team is scary. Anyway, guys, pretty much what I'd like to say about the New York Knicks right now. Defense is absolutely atrocious. They foul too much, and, you know, it's not looking good. But the season just started, so we have a long ways to go. We have like 72 more games to go. I'm pretty sure everything will be all right. It's been Steve. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm out of here. Peace.